Seahawks.
Boy, I think the Seahawks are a handful. Kenneth Walker, highest rated running back. Sam Darnold, PFF, highest rated quarterback. And it does look like JSN is a #1 receiver, but it's the defense that makes them the second best point differential in the league. They have held all 3 opponents to 17 points or fewer, and a lot of credit goes to John Snyder, the GM, who has had back-to-back-to-back very good drafts. They're not even paying a lot of these top defensive guys, Seahawks at 6.
Yep. Seahawks just seem to be doing everything right now. But before we get started, I got to thank Seattle Seahawks fans because a couple days ago, I made a video and it had the most amazing, incredible response I could have ever imagined. It's literally fundamentally changed how I view this channel and what's possible. So, this is what I said to you guys the other day. Before I share my take, let me tell you, Seattle Seahawks fans, please subscribe. Please watch these videos. Please watch the whole videos. So I can keep making Seattle Seahawks videos, okay? My Seahawks videos can be so hit or miss with the views. Cause the Seahawks fan bases, you know, I don't know. But just if you keep watching the videos and you comment and you thumbs up and all the good stuff and subscribe, I get to keep making Seattle Seahawks videos because it's a lot easier to make videos when people actually watch them. It hurts a little bit when if I make a video and like 800 people watch it, it's just like, you know, like nobody wants to watch this, I guess. So please, I want to keep talking about this. Because I kept saying Sam Darnold was going to have a ton of success with Seattle, and I could not wait for what he was going to do with Clinton Kubiak. Now that was just an honest, spur-of-the-moment plea to be like, man, I'm sick of having some of these teams that I talk about that the momentum isn't there, the views aren't there, and then it's like I'm making a video that, like, if no people don't want to watch, then there's really no point in making the video, right? Like I want to have conversations, I want to have discussions, I want to create stuff that people want to watch, even whether I want it or not, right? And so I felt handcuffed, I felt, you know, like frustrated by, and so I shared that, and this is the response that I got. This is the video's performance. You can see the little kind of gray area. That's the typical performance. And then you can see this video. It's just, I mean, it's practically just vertical. Okay? I mean, it's bonkers. It's absolutely bonkers. What's going on? Something about this video was especially appealing to your audience, causing it to be recommended on YouTube Home and Up Next, more often than usual. Reflect on what's different about this video so that you can keep making content that engages viewers. This video got 20,724 views from recommendation on YouTube Home. Up next, videos on your channel typically receive 1,700 to 3,400 in this time frame. So this is what the Seattle Seahawks fans did, and it's just, I mean, it left me speechless. I couldn't believe it. I was absolutely stunned, and it just showed me so much the potential and possibility of what this channel can become, that if everyone rises to the occasion, if everyone wants to watch what I'm creating and we get to have these discussions and you subscribe and you watch the videos, I mean, we can literally create something genuinely special and great on this channel. We can create real sports conversations out here where everyone can share their views, where I'm engaging out there, talking about it in the videos, in the comment section, etc., and it's just, it's left me so motivated, so inspired, so energized. I wish my words could even remotely capture how I really feel. And it's just now I'm just going to relentlessly grind at this right now and just get after it for all the teams, right? Not just Seattle Seahawks, but it's just like you showed me the potential, you showed me what's possible, and it's just like, man, it's incredible. It really is. It's absolutely incredible. So I cannot thank you enough. Truly cannot thank you enough. And I think this is totally fair. So when you look at this top 10 list and you see the Seattle Seahawks there, what I find so fascinating when you have an awesome offense in the NFL, it can be one of the most intimidating things. And when you have, and you can you can beat anyone at that point, right? When you have a juggernaut of an offense, when you have an offense that you know can just hang 40 own points, it's like, all right, you're good to go. When you have a great defense, it makes you the most it makes you resilient. If you have the number one defense in the NFL, then you should, by definition, outside of obviously your offense just being an absolute disaster, right? So let's not take it to the extreme here. You will be, by definition, the most resilient team. You will be, when I'm watching the Philadelphia Eagles take on the Kansas City Chiefs, right? Everyone's probably watching that game and you're thinking, oh, well, Patrick Mahomes, he can maybe lead a comeback, oh, hey, listen, if the Chiefs to score a touchdown here, they're only down by 21, right? Like, whatever it is, you're just like, okay, but they could not score. They could not convert third downs. They could not move the chains. Therefore, they could not win the football game. Whereas if the Philadelphia Eagles defense wasn't good, then it's just this, then it becomes this back and forth of like, oh man, what's going to happen here? In a lot of ways, kind of what we saw the first time the Eagles and the Chiefs played each other in the Super Bowl. And that's why defense, like even that year with the Chiefs in 23 and 24, their offenses were so just all over the place, so inconsistent, but the defense was consistent. So that constantly made them incredibly resilient. I think of the Chiefs in that AFC Championship game going up against a high-powered Baltimore Ravens team with MVP Lamar Jackson, and they were able to win that game 17-10. That's only possible because of the defense. If that defense could not do that, I don't know if that Chiefs offense in 23 would have been able to keep up if Lamar Jackson is just getting touchdown after touchdown after a touchdown. And so when you have such an awesome defense, which the Seahawks are proving to have right now, it gives you a degree of resilience that I think really the Eagles especially showed last year more than anything, that it gave them the versatility of their offense now to say, hey, we can let our defense dictate how we want to play offensively, how we need to play offensively. If our defense is playing great and keeping these scores, these games low, yeah, we can just keep running the ball. We can be conservative. We don't have to do anything too crazy. We just got to take care of the ball, minimize turnovers, and we're good. We don't got to do anything else beyond that. Now, of course, you need to have the ability to have a great offense that, like, hey, your defense can't always keep it down to like 10 points, 15 points, whatever. So sometimes you're going to have to get after it. And it's like, okay, you can do that too. And so that's what's so exciting about this team, because I think when you have a great defense as just your foundation, you're taking so much pressure off your offense. And now the fact that you added a new coordinator, you added a new quarterback, and you're now integrating this quarterback, a new receiver with Cup and et cetera. And obviously, Jackson Smith and Jigma taking off, like there's no pressure or rush to be like, we got to get this popping right now. We can't wait another second. Like this has to go through the roof. We have to get production. We have to get production. You can get settled in. You can take it week by week. You can work on what you do best offensively. You don't have to force anything, and you don't have to take a big swing. And it just puts you in the driver's seat. It puts you in the driver's seat, and that's great. And now, let's say you're going up against a tough Rams team, a Chargers team, a Packers team, any of the teams ahead of you. If you slow down those offenses, you're now just, again, you're just taking the world, the weight of the world off of this offense's shoulders. And to be clear, this offense can still take some pretty big swings, but it will be, it'll be a tall task. If you're bringing in Sam D, new coaching staff, a couple new players, and you're like, I need you to just win a huge shootout with Justin Herbert, with the Philadelphia Eagles, with A.J. Brown, Devontae, Jalen, right, with Josh Allen, you're just like, okay, that's a lot to do right now. You're asking us to really pretty much put years of chemistry concentrated in the first 6 weeks of our season. Like, that's a lot. But if the defense rises to the occasion, if the defense becomes suffocating, if the defense becomes aggressive, assertive, and can control the flow of the game, now the Seattle Seahawks offense get to do what they want to do. They get to put themselves in the position to succeed how they feel they best can succeed, whatever that may be. I don't think we have a very clear vision of this offense just yet. This is very much just kind of, working it through. How they played in week 1 is very different than how they played in week 2. And how they played in week 3 is different than how they played in week 2 and 1. And so I just think they get to set the terms and conditions. And it's awesome and it's all possible because of the defense. And like I said, it just puts you in a position to be incredibly resilient. And again, the benefit of now though having a Sam Darnold is that you can still get after it, right? That's why it's like I said, don't take it to the extreme where you're like, well, the Cleveland Browns have a great defense, and it's like, yeah, well, they have Joe Flacco when they can't do anything offensively, right? Like that's too far to the extreme. That's obviously not the Seattle Seahawks with Sam Darnold and Clinton Kubak. So I just love the relationship building that they have right now. I love the direction of the team right now, and it's just I think it's pretty great that you can see a team like the Seattle Seahawks in this list right now, and you can disagree with them being where they are. I mean, that's fair. It's like any of these teams, you can always figure out why or why not a team should or shouldn't be where they are. But the sheer fact that you can't be like, yeah, this is the most ridiculous thing I've seen. This is absurd. This is insane. How dare the Seahawks even remotely be considered to being a top team is a testament to what they've been able to build over these last few years. And just the decisions that they continue to make and how they are clearly taking chances. They are clearly taking swings. They're not trying to just keep running things back again and again and again like we see with the Carolina Panthers, like we see with the Cleveland Browns, right? Like we've seen with the Houston Tech, like all these teams that just seemingly just keep going in circles and circles and circles. And the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Seattle Seahawks won against a team like the Pittsburgh Steelers because they weren't stagnant, because they decided to make changes, because they decided to be aggressive, because they decided to look for the hidden gems throughout the pool of players and said, let's get this one, let's get this one, let's get that one, let's hire this coach, let's do that. Like they are making actual moves to say, we want to take a step forward. We're not okay with just kind of getting by. And I appreciate that. I respect that out of teams that are always trying to push and go forward. And that's where the Seattle Seahawks are right now. And I just absolutely love to see it. I just absolutely positively love to see it. But those are just my thoughts. I'd absolutely love to hear yours. I do want to give another, shout out to the fans. I mean, again, just absolutely incredible response. I mean, just like I said, man, I got the gift of gab, and I can talk with the best of them, but certain times I just can be a little speechless, and that's one of them. And just seeing the response, and like I said, it's fundamentally shifted how I view in this channel and what I believe to be possible, and it's just given me such a boost of energy that I needed. I'm a human, right? I'll be honest. Like I needed it, and I'm just left so inspired and so motivated, and I just want to continue to get after it. I just want to continue to just go. I mean, if every fan base responded how the Seattle Seahawks respond, we got ourselves a massive channel. We got ourselves a massive community. We got ourselves something real in the sports world. So it's just like when you see that that's an actual possibility, you're like, how? And the only reason why is because of you. Make no mistake about it. Make no mistake about it, there is no me without you. But those are just my thoughts. I'd absolutely love to hear yours. As I already said that, but please let me know what you guys think in the comments below. I read every single comment. It's whether you agree with me or disagree with me. Either way, let's get in some discussions. Let's get in some fights, but ultimately, let's just have some fun. And as I said before, please do consider subscribing. As usually I just say this at the end without the other stuff, so it's a little bit of repeat here. But I really am trying to build a community here. You and I really do think we're well on our way to doing it. And I feel so grateful, and I'm excited to have the opportunity to just keep doing it. So thank you so much, and see you next time.